Hello, welcome back. This is Kenshin1913.
And Ghostyfilms.
And we are Let's Playing Castlevania 3, Dracula's Revenge, Curse. What is it?
I don't know.
Anyways, we're at a crucial point in the game where we could go and get Sylph, or we can go into the swamp. Yeah. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into the swamp. So here's the swamp area, Dan, and in the swamp area, they've got frogs.
Nice.
And you can actually sink in the swamp and die if you don't. And if you don't,
Evans to Betsy.
Yeah.
Suffer and succotash.
Anyways, this is. I always liked this song because I always hummed it to myself, and then.
You went.
No, I didn't do the bass part. I did the other part. And when I listen to this part, it's "Got to Save the Princess." Gotta save the princess. See, I always came up with words to these songs.
Is there even a princess in this game?
No, there isn't.
Oh.
That's why you gotta save her.
Okay.
Come on, Dan. We're in Wachowski or whatever. There's a princess everywhere you look. So yeah, look, there's mudmen.
Nice. And you can eat chicken that was sitting in a freaking muddy old cave.
Yeah, well, you know, when... I don't really have anything to say about that.
I think that was the Mudmen's dinner, and you just stole it.
It said, "Screw you, Mudmen."
No wonder why they murder you. All these monsters just want to sit down to a nice chicken dinner with their family, and all these vampire hunters keep wandering in and just opening their stone refrigerators and eating all their food.
Little known fact: this place that we're in, Europe, was plagued with vampire hunters who just steal food constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little known fact. I bet you didn't know that fact.
I did not.
That's why it's littly known or something.
What is that you're standing on? A raft?
It's some sort of hovering thing. And yeah, oh, don't want that, Dan. I'm gonna probably just keep this boomerang for the remainder of the game. Because that's what I do. Yeah, I'll take that. That's a cross. Actually, Dan, another interesting thing about Castlevania... I don't want that. Anyways, another interesting thing about Castlevania, Dan, is that actually, back in the day, I don't know if you remember this, but Nintendo liked to censor shit. Especially religious stuff.
Really?
And so, what they ended up doing is, in the beginning of the game, there was like a big old cross there. But it was actually something...
And they burned it.
No, they almost did, but actually it was something else, and they changed it up. And like certain things, like I don't know if because you didn't really have a Nintendo growing up, right?
I had a Nintendo, but I didn't have anything else except the computer.
Oh. Well, anyways, they basically screwed over. They censored like violence, like certain violent things. And they also censored, like, religious things. Like, in certain games, there was, like, crosses and stuff, and they would take them out. For some reason. I don't know why Nintendo did that. They did that up until the Super Nintendo days, and then after that, in the 64, they're like, yeah, we're not going to censor anything anymore. Not because they didn't want to, but just because it's like, do we really need to? I think they were just getting lazy at that point. But yeah, there's been censorship in Nintendo for a long time. Heck, that's some reasons why some games didn't end up coming out, because they were so, like, out there. Well, I wouldn't say raunchy, but they were, like, kind of out there. And, like, there's certain scenarios in the game that happen.
Pornographic scenarios?
No, I think more like suicidal scenarios, like where people die, and then they didn't have them die, they just had them disappear and shit like that. And it's like, what the hell are you doing that for? Anyways, look, Dan, it's a big bat.
Nice.
And he's awake. We awoken the bat. And he's kind of mad.
Just divided into two.
Yeah, they'll keep dividing and multiplying. Because that's what they do, Dan. They do math. But they're no match for my boomerang thing. And yeah, there's nothing over here.
That kind of reminds me of Mad Vlad.
Yeah, which is another game. Dan, can you beat that in one sitting?
I'd have to go, not right now, but maybe next week I could, probably.
Yeah, maybe. Look at that, we beat a big old bat. Now we're coming to an underground tomb area.
Nice.
Isn't underground things fun?
I love underground things.
And this is like the perfect music for underground too. Right, Dan? When you think of underground, you think of that. Now we have acid water, yeah. bats of acid.
Just like Mega Man 2.
Yeah, and they melt. So you know what it kind of reminds me of? Link. You remember Link 2 or whatever? Zelda's Adventure or something like that, right? No, Link's Adventure. They did that in that game, right? Then they have like blocks fly on your A.
Yeah.
And look at these flaming guys here. They're not homosexuals. They're just flaming, right?
I think I saw some of those guys making love with
Yeah, they
other
were...
guys who are the same gender.
Yeah.
So I'm not so sure about that.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. Sometimes a monster
wants to make love with another monster of his own race and species.
Yeah.
And sexuality. And there's nothing wrong with it. Now, Dan, who would put these spikes here like that? That's just wrong. Now I can't. Now, they're purposely giving me scoliosis. Or some sort of back disorder because I can't stand up straight. I gotta duck everywhere. You know, in this new sue happy society, Dan, I'll just sue whoever made this tunnel.
Yeah, I know. This Europe is plagued with frivolous lawsuits.
Yeah,
like that.
for sure. For sure. They need to make it regulation height.
Yeah.
Alright? What about if someone came in there that was much taller than Trevor? And then you know what? What about if he poked his head accidentally on the spike, Dan? You know what? He's gonna get sued. Those guys at Tunnel Co. They're really screwing shit up. Anyways, we could wait over here for the shit to drop over here, but you're just gonna be going another way. Apparently, I am gonna wait because I want to go in the bottom thing.
Huh.
But yeah, you can wait and just let it drip, drip, drip.
What just happened? Oh,
I'm just switching over to Grant here. And yeah, drip, drip, drip. Either these blocks are very fragile and just regular water dripping on them and they're breaking, or that's acid. I'm gonna assume it's acid.
Me too.
Yeah, because it just seems funner. Because it's like, if you think about it, back in the day, they used to have like giant bats of acid that they'd pour on folks. You know how it is, Dan.
Oh, even some people today have giant bats of acid.
I got one near my house in case anyone trying to storm the gates.
Yeah.
I usually dump acid on them.
I like to just boil molten metal on my roof, and when like salespeople door to door come to my house, I just dump it on them.
Yeah. Especially like on a Sunday when I'm trying to relax. People come over and I just take out. Usually it's like cooking oil because I just finished cooking something. It's like big frying oil. I'll just take it and I'll dump it on them. Yeah. But I do, so I don't get sued, Dan. I do have a sign that says "Warning: Watch for giant bats of flaming oil." Flaming oil.
Yeah.
And you know, and people don't heed that sign. You know, I'm not liable for getting sued.
So as long as you have a sign, then nobody can do anything to you.
Yeah, as long as you have a sign of something that you're going to do to people on the thing that you're going to do to people, then you can't get in trouble because they should be warned about it. Anyways, Dan, this part's tricky because these spikes here, they'll instantly kill you, while the other ones will just take away most of your energy. Now, these guys are tricky too because you can't kill them by regular means. I think I mentioned that earlier. But eventually we'll come up to a lady or a guy that could destroy them.
Whoa.
See what I'm doing there, Dan? I just bypassed that.
Nice.
Because that's what I do. Anyways, in the original Japanese version, too, something I forgot to mention, with Grant, he can actually just throw knives without using any hearts. That's actually his weapon. He's got like a long-range weapon thing. Which is pretty cool, I think. Alright, now, Dan, this is a hard boss coming up. This is a real hard boss. And there's no meat in any walls anywhere. So this is Dracula.
Again?
Yeah, it's Dracula. Anyways, Dan, funny thing about this battle is when I first played this game, I thought it really was Dracula.
Oh, who is it?
It's not. We'll find out who it is. Anyways, I'm gonna die.
Oh.
Yep. Just like that, I predicted the future.
You got a fireball upside y'all head.
Yes, I did. And now I'm just looking for meat, but I ain't gonna find any.
There should be a sign that's hung outside of this boss fight zone that says "Beware of fireball."
Beware of vampire fireball thing.
Yeah, so now we can just sue the crap out of him.
Yeah, because injury and malpractice and all that.
Yeah.
But interesting thing enough, Dan, You know how you were talking about how you thought the colors were like brighter and shit in this game?
Yeah.
Actually, it's the same thing that I was talking about in the last episode, where like they got this new chip that they were able to put in, this new graphical chip and sound chip for the NES game. But they couldn't. I guess they couldn't put the audio chip in, but they could put the graphical one. That's why the colors look like more vibrant and stuff.
Huh.
Yeah. All right. You know what I just did there? Damn it, Miss Hun, get off of the thing.
Yeah, Miss
Come on, Miss Hun. Thanks, Miss
Sleeping
Hun.
right now.
Yeah, she is. But at the point of when I recorded it, she wasn't. She's all over here.
Nice, Pete. You attacked him in the future.
Yeah, I said, you know what?
I don't fight in the present. I fight things that are gonna happen later.
Yeah, I predict. And look at that, Dan. I almost beat him. Oh, I died again. Dan, I can do this. Oh, I got hit in my buttocks.
Oh, snap.
Oh, man. This guy is tough. Dracula,
So the bats don't hurt you?
yeah, thank God. Otherwise, that'd suck. There we go. I beat him.
Good job.
Eat it, Dracula.
Eat it, fake Dracula.
Yeah.
So who is it really?
Who is it really? We're gonna find out in the next episode.
Oh.
See ya.
Goodbye.
No, we're not done. No, I'm just
we're
joking.
not done?
No. That was just a fake out. Look, he turned into a man.
Whoa.
Is this the man?
I'm surprised you beat me. I've been waiting for you. I need you to help me destroy Dracula. That's why I was fighting you.
Yeah.
What
I was
will you do?
testing.
Take him with you?
So,
Leave him
you know
behind?
what? We're gonna take this guy, and this guy, his name's Alucard,
Huh.
and he's Dracula's son.
Really?
Yeah. Alucard spelled backwards is Dracula.
Really?
Yeah. So now Grant's like, oh, I gotta go. They should remake this game, but let you take everybody. How cool would that be? It's a shame you only can take one person. But yeah, now we have Alucard in our group, and he's pretty cool.
My father doesn't approve of me.
Yeah, my father's a big jerk. He doesn't like me and my friends. He disapproves of the girls that I bring home. Alright, so here's Alucard. What he can do is shoot a ball out of his cape. But when you collect those things, you can actually shoot 2 balls. And then eventually 3. But the interesting thing about him is if you hit down... If you hit down and B and you have a bunch of hearts, or at least 1 heart, you can actually turn into a bat.
Wow.
And yeah, that's pretty awesome. His attack is weaker than Trevor. He cannot use his attack on the. He cannot use his attack on while he's on the stairs, so you got to be careful of that too. But he's pretty good. And when you turn into a bat, if you do it at the right time, you can become invincible.
Huh.
So now, Dan, here we are at another Crossroads. Where are we gonna go?
I don't know.
I'm going to make a save state so we can go to both places.
Ooh, good thinking, Pete.
Yeah.
You're doing things in the future.
For
Sort of.
sure. Alright, so Dan, I made a save state, and we're gonna just keep going straight. In the next episode, we'll head down and see what that's all about.
Wow.
Yeah. Exciting. So here we are, still in a cave, Dan. We're still in this cave.
Look out, Pete, it's a ghost.
I know. I see it. I feel like Alucard is a little less of a vampire and a little more... And yeah, now here comes another thing. I hate this. It's these blocks.
Yeah, Legend of Zelda. I mean,
Yeah.
Adventure of Link blocks.
So yeah, I can't use my cape while I'm on the stairs, which sucks.
So you can't fight at all?
No, not while you're on the stairs with Alucard. But like I said, he's a little less of a vampire and a little more of a magician. Don't you feel?
Oh, like David Copperfield.
Yeah, he's like, hey, look at me, and he's
Wait,
flipping.
is David Copperfield the magician, or is he the one that was in that classic novel?
He's I think he's in that classic novel.
Which one's the magician?
David Blaine?
No, there's the one with the last name of Copperfield.
Oh. Stephen?
No.
Richard? Johnny? I think it's David Copperfield.
Both of them are?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
But no, there's David Blaine and then,
No, I'm talking about a Copperfield.
No, I know. I don't remember. People will tell us, though, hopefully. And if they don't, then God help them. If there is a God. Anyways, let's continue. Oh, no, I don't want that. So, yeah, we're just going to kind of slowly go through this area and defeat you. There we go. So, yeah, you want to try and collect as many hearts so you can use Alucard flying around. Actually, Dan, Alucard gets to play in his own game a little later called Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which is arguably one of the greatest Castlevania games of all time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is he still defenseless on stairs?
No, he's not. Actually, he uses swords and all kinds of different weapons.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, he just goes crazy. So, you remember the guy in the beginning of the game, Dan?
That guy?
Yeah, but this time he gets to throw his bones around.
Nice.
Luckily, I beat him without dying a lot. And look at that, we get ourselves a nice, juicy ass.
I keep skulls on a shelf like that, too.
I know. I like to keep them by date of how I killed them and, you know, and all that good stuff. So now we're heading into the underground.
Ooh.
Isn't that cool?
Hell yeah.
And in the next episode, we're going to actually continue with the underground.
Ooh.
Which is going to be a lot of fun.
That sounded like some interesting music.
Oh, yeah. So see you later.
Goodbye.